Washed out, the soggy scene at Emerald Headingley Yorkshire director of cricket Martyn Moxon was left describing a grim start to the new season after the opening day against Essex was washed out at Headingley. Play was called off shortly after lunch by umpires Bradford-born Richard Illingworth and Ian Gould following overnight rain, adding to the already soggy conditions following recent wet weather. "To have the weather we've had over the last couple of weeks is hugely frustrating," said Moxon. "To mark the start of the season like this is particularly disappointing. It's been grim for a while. We've managed to have a couple of practice sessions this week, but only with floodlights on, woolly hats, gloves, the lot. It has just been so miserable it's not funny anymore. It's hugely disappointing because the lads were in great shape when they came back from Potchefstroom, March 20th. We practiced on the ground for the first time on Wednesday, and the outfield is just completely waterlogged. As soon as the bowlers run in a few times, you are looking at mud and water coming up. It's in a bad way. We need some sun and wind very quickly. Realistically, it's going to take a long time for it to be fit. I doubt we'd lose the whole game, but it's not going to start on time for day 2 either. Best, we could be waiting around for a few hours at least because it's just not drying. We need some proper drying weather." Even Essex coach Anthony McGrath cut a frustrated figure. "We half expected it given the forecast and the way the weather's been up here for the last 3 or 4 weeks, he said. "But it's not ideal. We had a quick walkout when we came to drop our bags off on Thursday evening, and it was really wet." Just talking to a few of the Yorkshire lads, they say the wet weather keeps topping up what they've had all winter and it's got nowhere to go. "I can't remember it being as wet as this up here. I can remember playing in snow during a preseason game in the mid-2000s, against Durham I think it was. We were in the old dressing rooms over on the rugby side of the ground and I tried to sneak off the field. But Martyn Moxon shouted at me, 'Get back on.' I can't remember a continued spell of rain like this, though. It's been throughout most of the country as well, and it's just amazing." When play does get underway, Yorkshire will field fledgling seamers Josh Shaw and Matthew Waite following the recent spate of injuries and unavailability to their bowlers. Moxon has confirmed a 6-week absence for Matthew Fisher's side, and 4 weeks for Steve Patterson, who broke his finger batting in the nets on Wednesday. Ben Coate is likely to play a second-team game against Lancashire next week as he recovers from his hip flexor problem.